Okay, so you wanted a tour of the place. This is the Aquarium design facility. This is the Chevy Astro van. I've leased 5 of them probably over the last 10, 11 years. Carry all my supplies, ladders, equipment, as well as jugs of water in the back, and of course the old service bucket. And some additional supplies. We dispense this with salt water. We have for many years been using real ocean water. But of late, we've switched over to synthetic just as a test. Let's see if there's any change or benefit or reason for going that direction. Storage. Yes, domestic equipment. Anyhow, a couple of jelly aquariums, one of them operating, one of them not operating, and a large jelly aquarium tank holding jellyfish. And of course you've seen the prototype tank. This was the original version, still running. It's actually got a whole lot of polyps inside of it. I'm going to clean those out and move them into a system where we can generate some offspring from them. And of course right around the corner is the jellyfish, moon jellyfish breeding system. We'll start first with the polyp tanks, and if you look close in here you can probably find some Ephyra that have just recently budded off. And I need to use the old turkey baster to retrieve them, and I'm sure that there is Ephyra in this tank as well. And then down here would be the grow out tanks. Here we've got some Ephyra. And over here some juveniles that have grown out. And of course brine shrimp seem to go through a container or a hatchery at least once a day. And over there is some holding tanks. And I don't know if you can see this. This is just storage bins with all different kinds of fittings and backup parts, backup water pumps. Like most benches, there's not a whole lot of room to work on. It's mostly a storage place for junk. Containers for moving big tanks or moving large volumes of water. Over here is reverse osmosis. That's the unit back there. Simply turn it on to a faucet arrangement back here. And it overflows its wastewater down the drain line and then fills up the reservoir. You can see that quite often I forget I'm filling and I tend to flood my floor. Again, another jellyfish prototype tank. Here's some mini jelly aquarium prototypes. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this one before. This is the Nano Jelly Aquarium. It's about 12 inches tall and 8 inches wide. Never made it to the market, at least not yet. And seahorse tank or invertebrate holding tank. And you can see over here are all the fish tanks for holding all the different fishes. There's something like 12 tanks plus another 3. And then there's the big 100-gallon down here for the large fish. All of this drains over here into a large wet-dry trickle filter. Basically, this is a 90-gallon tank that I took and secured in a egg crate panel, and on the far side of the panel is filled completely full of bioballs. And then the open side of the panel is where all the water pumps are, water pumps and heaters. And of course, over a number of the episodes, you've probably heard that gurgle, gurgle, gurgle noise in the background. And that's the protein skimmer. This is a large air pump operated protein skimmer. You can see that it definitely drives out goo. And then in addition is the sea nettle system that we set up a few months back. I would not compare myself inventory-wise to a retail store, but to a certain degree, there's quite a bit of inventory here that I do keep on hand just to take care of my current customers. And as you saw in a previous episode, there is the coral cleaning and bleaching area back here, which I need to get these tubs changed. And here are a couple of those new products I had told you about that came as a result of the jellyfish episode. These are a combination Ephira and polyp tanks, and I think they'll also work out real slick for seahorses. Speaking of seahorses, this is the seahorse tank. There's a pair of Brazilian yellows in there, a pair of Tanqueray yellows. There's also a fifth fellow in there. Hey guys. And they get fed frozen food on a daily basis, mysis, and then about every 2 weeks a bottle of Kopi pods, and occasionally a squirt of live brine shrimp. And then over here,
this is my coral holding tank, as well as home for the Resplendent.
And there you have it. Other than my living room, looking more like a warehouse, that's the tour. Hope you enjoyed it.